Nathan, classic away performance.
As good as he gets. Aggressive, front-footed, showed quality, scored at the right time, could have had more. It wasn't, if we switched off at the corner right at the end, limited a good Stoke side to very, very little. Very proud tonight, not just because it's my old club and things, but because of the performance level. The performance level was very, very high tonight, and I'm super proud of that.
First half, a little bit scrappy, not many chances for either side, but second half took control of the game.
We were on the periphery first half. We just got to grips of the game. If we showed a little bit more quality, we'd have had chances and things. But then I knew, and then at half time, I felt the crowd had gone. I felt the crowd had turned. And then coming out second half, I knew if we started fast, then that would only be to their detriment. And we did. Started fast, aggressive. We penned them in. Couldn't get out. We were right up against them. Good players. Didn't give them any time. So if you do, you give Joe Allen, you give Nick Powell time, and they'll hurt you. Tyrese Campbell will hurt you. But we didn't, and we were right in their faces. Really proud. And I said we did take control of the second half, and without being disrespectful, we should have had more.
The old timers getting the goals as well.
Look, it's not just old timers. It's the group we got here. I tried to recreate that here. I couldn't. I had it when at Luton. I came here, couldn't recreate that spirit, that desire to win a football game because they didn't have the individuals that wanted to do that. But we've got that back. We've got, Danny hasn't played with things, but he's played in a number 10. There's a makeshift midfield tonight. If you didn't notice, with 4 midfield players out, and then Alan Campbell's only midfield player in there. We've got Gabe Osher, who's a centre half. We've got Danny Houghton, who's a centre forward, playing against Joe Allen, Nick Powell, and Lewis Baker. It's phenomenal, for what we've done tonight, and to Danny to score, for Cameron to then get a goal, game change, great night. I mean, apart from Lewis Baker's goal right at the end, it was pretty much perfection.
I was going to mention the midfield because obviously you had on the face of it a bit of a mishmash, but it came together.
Well, look, Gabe and Alan can play in there. I said to Danny and Joe Allen's as good a midfield players in the Championship. Get around him, try and dominate him, and I felt that's what he did. I felt Danny was absolutely outstanding. But Danny Houghton 2 years ago was a top Championship striker. His injury caused him a problem, but that's the type of level of performance that Danny Houghton was performing against Premier League sides, against Championship sides, against anyone he came up against. So look, we know what we have when he's at it, and he was at it tonight.
You alluded to your time here. That was something that you mentioned at half-time. You obviously know how this crowd can react if it's not going well, and they can get on your back pretty quick.
Well, look, they've had a tough time. They've had a tough time in the last few years. I didn't help that. My results didn't help that. But it's a passionate crowd. It's a big crowd. If you let them get on, if Stoke get on top of us, they're excellent. If you go the other way, then look, it can be their detriment because they demand, and that's the thing. So I wasn't being disrespectful. I was just saying they demand from their players, and then we felt that we grew with that. We felt that we silenced it. We felt that it was a notch gained for us, if you like. And then second half, I felt we were outstanding. Took control of the game. It's a good side. They're a good side. They got good players. They got big players, but wonderful performance tonight.
West Bromwich Albion 3 points, Stoke City 3 points. I mean, that's as good as it can get, obviously, but 2 big teams to have beaten.
Yeah, well, it can get better if we beat Derby or Chelsea, which is the next 2 games. So look, we're in a good place. Realistically, the object is to make sure that we're a Championship football club first and foremost. That's secure. Probably 3-4 games ago. So now we can see where it goes. We want to push boundaries. We've got a group here that wants to win games, and that can take you a hell of a long way. I've found that groups that want to win games invariably do. Groups that don't really want to win games don't win games. And I've been at both ends of the spectrum. I've got a group here that want to win a football match, and we do.